Today we're gonna do something a little different.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna go out and mix with the people.
No, we're not.
I've got Laugh Factory tickets.
Ooh, snap.
Right? So here's what I'm thinking. Harry Basil hooked me up with like 8 tickets.
Got it,
so
Harry
we should
Basil.
we're gonna go out on the strip. Actually, not on the strip.
If you'd like Oprah, you get a ticket.
We're gonna
You
make
get
it
a
rain.
ticket.
Laugh Factory tickets.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. You're supposed to make it rain.
That didn't work the way
No. You're rookie. It's okay.
Didn't.
Just gotta.
Clearly, I don't. Oh. Okay,
stuck
look
to
at
my
you.
hand.
Yeah, now my OCD, this is a nightmare for my OCD. So here's what I'm thinking. The bridge, there's a bridge, right? Well, I'm not going to get into the pointing of where the thing's located
not this again.
I'm not going to do that. But
In that region.
There's a bridge close by.
Yes, in that
from here
region.
that I actually stood on that bridge wearing a diaper. Ty will refresh everyone's memory by inserting the pic of me wearing the diaper right here.
The famous bridge.
Yes, the Conor McGregor, I bet on Conor McGregor to beat Floyd Mayweather, and that didn't work out too good, and I ended up in a
remember
diaper
this.
for 30 minutes on that bridge.
Yes.
So I'm thinking we go out there and we show them pics and videos of this idiot on the bridge.
You want to relive this.
And let's just see if anyone even realizes that I'm the idiot we're showing them.
I think just for seeing the video and the picture, you should just give them a ticket regardless.
Yeah, just for subjecting someone to, that's actually great. You should say that.
You know what? I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Yeah, I think you should say that. Don't forget to say that. That's good. All right, so we'll see you on the bridge. Will anyone stop and talk to us for 1 second? You, 1 second. I need 1 second. Come here.
Oh no, what are we talking about?
Come here, I'm gonna show you. You're on a very famous bridge and you don't even know it. This is Diaper Man Bridge. Look,
Diaper Man?
On this very bridge, 2 years ago, some idiot stood on this bridge wearing a diaper because he lost a bet. It was like all over the news. Did you know that?
No.
Would you ever do such a silly thing?
If I was drunk enough.
What do you think of a guy that would stand on a bridge wearing a diaper?
Was it you?
It was.
Make sure you wet it before you change it. Sound advice.
Hey guys.
They want to laugh. 100% they want to laugh.
At the Laugh Factory?
Listen to me.
Inside of Tropicana?
Yeah.
Do we have to pay for anything?
No,
we
it's
just
free.
got hustled.
It is not
No,
a sales
it's free.
pitch.
Good.
You
Listen.
just got to answer one question.
Listen, I want to know if you realize you're on a very historic bridge.
Yeah, the
This-
London Bridge, right?
No.
I'm just kidding. I know.
This bridge, 2 years ago, some idiot wore a diaper on this bridge because he lost a bet to a
Looks
buddy.
like you.
Ah, ding ding ding.
It was me. Yeah. How do the legs look though? It's okay, not enough meal.
Legs?
Yeah, in the diaper.
What's
I got
in
good
the
legs
diaper?
in the diaper, no?
What's inside the
Take
diaper?
the fifth? All right, yeah. It's been Huggies. This was Huggies.
Huggies?
Yeah, I don't
Not
know.
depends.
No,
Here.
no depends.
Not depends.
2
not
free
adult
tickets to
size?
Laugh Factory.
appreciate
They're
it.
good anytime.
Who's joking? Who's the
Tonight,
comment?
Harry Basil, if you go tonight, he's fantastic.
He's
He's really
fantastic.
The
funny.
8:30 or the 10:30
You
show?
can go to
Either
either one.
one.
He'll be at both.
It's
Here,
free
I
admission.
got you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, should I do a knock-knock joke?
Yeah, go for
Do
it.
it.
Okay, knock-knock.
Who's there?
I don't have a joke. Have a good one.
Bye guys. Have fun tonight.
I like that.
I just tell people no.
Yeah, that was good.
You sir. Got it.
Just need you to answer one question.
Okay. This is my
Do
good
you-
friend.
We're from the Vegas Junkeez. We
Yeah.
host a show over at
We're
Tropicana.
locals.
But we're going to send you to the Laugh Factory tonight. I just want to know if you realize you were standing on Diaper Man Bridge. On this very bridge a couple years ago, a man, some idiot, stood on this bridge in a diaper because he lost a bet. And it was all over the news and stuff. Does he look familiar to you?
Do you know who this man is? Not that one. But this one right here.
Would you ever do such a stupid thing? Stand on a bridge?
that you?
It's me. Yes. I was on,
the fear
how do I look in a
of
diaper though? I look pretty good in a diaper. No?
Yeah.
Best looking man you've ever seen in a diaper, huh? All right, 2 tickets to Laugh Factory.
No
Have
cash.
fun.
You guys can go 8:30 or 10:30. You pick.
Okay, awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
All
All ladies.
Next
have
time
fun.
come with a diaper.
Okay, you got it. Deal.
Something to do.
All right, it's getting better.
Getting better.
Things are getting better.
Actively stop them.
Yeah. Can we find a party of 4?
Party of 4.
Can we pull
Are
off
you
a
party
party?
of 4?
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, we've got free Laugh Factory tickets for you. How would you say no to that? I
You
don't
know what? Because
understand
people hustle
that.
people
Who says no
all
to
the
free
time.
Laugh Factory tickets?
Do you want to see a comedy show tonight? Cheat.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
the critters can't get it. Laugh Factory tickets?
It's
Come
for
here.
free.
Come to me.
No catch.
Laugh
No
Factory.
catch.
The comedy club at the Tropicana.
Oh.
Do you have someone you can bring?
Yes, my husband.
Perfect.
All right. Do you want to bring a couple's date? I'll give you 4.
We are only here by ourselves.
All right.
Okay. You want to meet some random people like you just did? No. Here,
Welcome
but
to Vegas.
before I give you these 2 incredible.
What time are they for?
Any night
Any
you
night
want.
you can.
There's
Oh, okay.
8:30 and 10:30 show.
Oh, okay.
You can
Right
go
over
tonight,
there.
you can go tomorrow night, you can go whatever you want. They're
Okay.
good as long as you're here. They're good actually till the first of the year.
We'll leave it Saturday.
Oh yeah, so you should go tonight
Yeah.
or tomorrow night.
Very
But my
basic.
question to you is, do you realize you are on a very famous bridge? This is Diaper Man Bridge. 2 years ago, some idiot wore a diaper on this bridge.
Is that you?
Yes, yes, that was me.
Okay.
I lost a bet, and
Uh-oh.
and I was in a diaper on this bridge.
Okay.
I was
And
just
he
like,
lost another bet, so we're making him relive this.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
How do I look in a diaper though? Pretty good, right?
Well,
Sexiest man of the year, like People Magazine? No?
Probably not.
All right, have fun at the Laugh Factory. Tell everybody the Vegas Junkeez sent you.
Lady,
Laugh Factory tickets?
show tonight or this weekend or whenever.
You deserve them for
You deserve for working. What do we gotta do?
nothing.
Just take it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sister.
So there is one thing you have to do.
Oh,
No,
no,
hear me out.
no strings
I just
attached,
wanted to
you're
know if you knew you were on a famous bridge. You work on this bridge,
On a
clearly.
famous bridge.
This is called Diaper Man Bridge. A couple years ago, some idiots lost a bet, and he was on this bridge. You can see MGM in the background. He was
Is that
on this.
you?
Why does everyone recognize me so fast?
Because you're this idiot. Because I think the way you word
Yes,
it.
I lost
the way
a
you
bet.
word it. Yeah. I think it makes it obvious that it's you. Say this poor innocent soul.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta make yourself like
How do I look at a diaper though? Good
beautiful.
though, right?
She's hot.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but she's hot. I feel like
Buy
Give
$1
her
for
the-
every time I heard
Give
that.
her the ticket. Give her the ticket.
All right, 2 tickets to Laugh Factory.
They expire
Have
one.
fun.
By the way, that diaper gives you false advertisement. I was kidding.
That's epic.
Bye, ladies. Have fun.
All right, there you have it. Project Diaper Bridge has come to an end.
He liked me.
Yeah,
They were a
whatever.
fan of me, though.
Whatever. Whatever,
Whatever.
Nat.
The next time.
Whatever.
Bye, guys.
That's good. Who are you texting? Who are you texting? I'm nosy. I want to know. Who are you
I wasn't
texting?
actually texting, I was just posting shit.
Did you mention me?
Yeah, I was about to.
That's cool. All
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna mention you.
I like that you're Natasha Pearl.
Yeah,
I like Pearl as a name.
Pearl was necessary because when I was starting comedy in Chicago, I was like 21, and Googling things was a new term, and I Googled Natasha Hansen, and Natasha Hansen is like a Swedish or Danish Olympian cyclist.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, I gotta set myself apart from that, I gotta use my middle name.
So you add the Pearl.
Add the Pearl. Mhm.
Now, when you were little and you were in trouble, did your mom utilize the
Tasha
middle-
Pearl.
Really?
Mhm.
Just Tasha Pearl?
Tasha Pearl.
Oh.
When I'm good, my
You're-
parents just call me Pearl. They actually just call
Oh.
me by my middle name.
Okay.
My dad and my mom both call me Pearl.
So as an adult, you're rarely ever Pearl.
Right. Right. I know. I'm never good. my friends never call me Pearl. My friends call me Tosh or NPH.
I like NPH.
NPH is pretty much all like the other comedians call me NPH.
Hence your Instagram, NPH
Exactly.
Comedy.
NPH Comedy.
This way we know who we're dealing with.
We're not the NPH dude, the
Right.
king of all NPHs, but I'm the secondary.
Okay.
I'll be the secondary for a while until I
Right.
can take over the
You've
reign.
you've been busy since I last saw you. It
Yeah.
was like a month ago. I feel like or maybe 2 months?
No, it wasn't 2 months ago. It was like, when did I record you? It was probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh, right. But I'm
I
thinking
recorded.
from your first time. When was your first show here in Vegas?
September 16th.
September 16th. So today we're November
Yeah,
11th.
that was
so
2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of months. It's been a busy like 2 weeks even. It's like, sometimes I can't even keep up with myself.
You did a USO tour?
Yeah.
What's that like?
I was overseas armed forces, so it's technically the USO is like the mothership,
Okay.
and then the armed forces entertainment is like one of their branches. So that's what they do to keep health and wellness for all the troops up, like
Yep.
their, just the mentality and welfare. It stands, I forget what it stands for. It's MWR. But yeah, it was cool. It was the first tour that I'd ever done where I didn't have to orchestrate everything myself. Every tour I usually do, I've got to line up the different clubs I'm going to be playing. Usually I'll build a tour around like one kind of great date.
Yep.
And say, okay, if I'm going to go there, I'll build out these other cities around it. So this was the first thing I ever got to do where somebody just gave me an itinerary and had people coming to pick me up all the time. But it was very regimented.
I was just gonna say, it's scheduled like to the minute,
It's
right?
scheduled.
Like
Mhm.
food, everything.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, food, everything's very timely in the military. So which is good in
Right.
a lot of ways. But in order to see the cities that you're close to, like we were, 45 minutes outside of Rome, or no, we were like an hour and a half outside of Rome, and we were staying in Gaeta, which is a port city where they have the naval base in Italy. And then one of the cities we were in, we were like 45 minutes outside of Venice. So the only times we had free would be like from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. before our call time was at 9 a.m. where they'd pick us up and ship us somewhere. Or we'd have an afternoon that was free, and we'd have from 6 p.m. to midnight open. So like we had to see the cities in those time frames. So we saw Venice before it was even awake yet.
Wow.
And we saw Rome when it was
Is that your
like
first time out there?
20 years ago I went.
Okay.
I was a student ambassador for the U.S.
Oh, so you've always done stuff on that highway?
Yeah, I mean, ironically, that's what ended up starting my comedy career, that when I was a student ambassador, because we had to keep journals, and they made all the student ambassadors keep a journal, and it was supposed to be about like political shit or like looking at buildings, and like nobody who was 14 cares about any of that. So I mean,
At 49, I don't care.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't either. I mean, it was cool to see the Coliseum and stuff, but like the way that I manifest in a city is to like be out in the streets and feel
Right.
what it feels like to live there, and the culture and the people and that
And
kind
the
of stuff.
food.
The food, yeah,
Right.
the ambiance.
It's all about the food.
It's not about the things that are in this, the things can be cool, but I like to go and feel the city. And so during that student ambassador program 20 years ago, I was notorious for staying up late at night and writing in my journal like 20 pages. So all the different roommates I was getting assigned were like, Natasha writes a lot. And then they finally asked if they could collect my journal and read it. And I was writing all the shit we do to each other, like funny pranks we play on each other with language barriers, pranks. It was just like younger mentality stuff. I almost got kicked out of being a student ambassador.
It's so strange because when you say 20 years ago to me, I'm thinking in my head like, wow, at 9 years old, you were doing
Right.
so much. You were an overachiever.
14,
Yeah.
I'm 34.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And what's coming up in the future now for you?
Well, fuck. So right now, I always have like so many things that I'm working on months out that when they start to unroll, I'm like, oh shit, now I have this stuff to do. Right now, I'm working on figuring out where my comedy special is going to live that I shot in June.
Mm-hmm.
Also, ironically, right before I shot my comedy special, I perform every year in St. Croix.
Wow.
And so St. Croix is an island in the, in the Caribbean.
Yep.
And I had done a show in St. Croix and it sold out. So the next day, I was at the bar in St. Croix, and this one guy was sitting next to me. He's like, I couldn't make it to your show, but I heard you were really funny. And I told him I was going to be shooting a comedy special like 2 weeks from then in Madison. This was in late May that I was in St. Croix. That guy flew from St. Croix to my comedy special.
Really?
To come to see me record, and he's here tonight in the Artisan
Come on.
Hotel. Yeah, he's at the table next to us that we were trying to sit at.
Okay.
So he came out for my show in Vegas now too. He was like, I haven't seen you in a long time. He just really enjoyed my humor and my energy, I guess.
#superfan.
Yeah,
huh?
really fucking cool guy. He does biomagnetic healing. I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't.
You should have him do some shit on you.
Yeah? Did it work? Does it work?
I don't know.
Come
I
on.
think it does because it
Yeah?
worked on me. It calms your nerves and stuff.
Really?
But
Is it like close your eyes and
no, he does I don't even know how to
does
explain
he
it.
use like a tool for this or
No, he used to use magnets, but now he
just wills it?
it's just
Yeah.
Jedi shit.
Hokey pokey kind of.
But he's here tonight, and so that special is going to be coming out. So I'm in a kind of a bidding war right now with 2 platforms.
That's nice.
So I'm going to figure out where I want to have it live.
Okay.
It's just tough to
And
know.
you're leaning towards.
I'm leaning towards Amazon.
Oh, I didn't think you'd say. Okay. So it's Amazon or who's the other one?
I won't say the other
The N-word?
That other
No.
one just came in. No,
Okay.
I wish I had the.
If it was the N-word, it would be
I
no
wish I had-
contest. You'd go Netflix all the
You
way.
know, but here's the thing: when you're being realistic about your first comedy special, I mean, look at who's out on Netflix right now. We just had Chappelle drop. We got like,
Right.
you know,
Right.
everybody's coming out on Netflix. Like, I'm okay with not doing that. This is number one. You know.
How does it work for something like Amazon? I mean, you don't have to say specific numbers, but like, do they give you like a flat fee kind of thing, or is it based on downloads, or is it a combination?
There's a combo.
Okay.
It depends if you go with Amazon Studios or Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I think they have different structures. Every place is just different. It's like, what do you want to sacrifice? Because we paid for the special myself and my director.
Yep.
So it's like, do we want to just look at money, or do we want to look at exposure, or do we want to look at,
Right.
you know, if it's the right market? I think for a number one project, your exposure and your market being correct are way more important than money. Money comes with the big picture down the road. Everything's not about a price tag.
Talk about that a little bit. You're not the average comedian. Like you're really like comedian / entrepreneur. Like you really approach it. You don't wait for the big break. You kind of take matters in your own hands and you create your break. Really.
Yeah, I mean, well, I started getting an interest like a couple years ago in apps and tech. Couple meaning like 5. I was ordering Inc. magazine, IMC magazine.
Yep.
Kind of looking at what apps were coming out and stuff. So I started getting involved in investing in little apps here and there. Because when I started in comedy, I was working in the restaurant business for so long, and like I used to do event planning. So I would find certain apps that needed some of the skills that I had and be like, let me connect you to these people. I would like a piece of the pie here. So I started getting a little bit savvy in that world, and so now I'm like co-founder of one app and a partner in another. One of them is a travel app, which is great because I do all my own tours and produce my own tours. So now I have leverage with the app and with companies that I make brand deals with to like make my tours better.
Yep.
But I always like see something rolling out. So like with my first special, which is called I Was Supposed to Get Married Today. My second special, I started working on the title and the premise of it as a series immediately before I even started filming my first special. So then I was able to, for my first special, pitch my second, which is called Diary of a Bad Fiance, to Edinburgh, and I got in. I'm going to be in Edinburgh Fest next year. So
really?
My second special, so I already have a timeline to work on, which is why I started this Vegas show, because I was like, every week I need to at least get a half hour of new material
Yep.
in front of people in like a solid place that I can work through. I need to bang through material really fast because by August next year I have to have another hour written.
Is it hard so we're at the Artisan in Vegas, which is not a typical place where you would do stand-up. I mean, like when I first saw the flyer, whenever you first sent that to me, I was like, the Artisan, like I've been to that hotel. It's like a little boutique hotel that doesn't necessarily have a comedy club.
No.
But you make it work. I mean, the time I came in, that was the opening night.
Opening night was really good.
Night.
It's kind of like been a slow roller coaster. Right.
But I mean, if it's at capacity, and I'm not downplaying this, but I want to say like maybe
70.
Okay, I was going to say 100. So yeah, I was going to give you 30
maybe?
more. Yeah. So and maybe when I was here, maybe 60 people. Mm-hmm. So close to sold out, or maybe sold out.
Well,
60's not a lot.
It's not. No. But there are so many people in entertainment that I meet over the years that really oversell themselves. And I just hate that shit. Because it's like, it's okay to be confident, but like things take time to build.
Sure.
So when I do tours.
Which when you look at our YouTube numbers, you'll remember that, okay?
Dude, I mean, it's a real thing. And so.
You get more people to come out to see you live than I get just in their fucking living room watching Vegas Junkeez. But yeah, it's okay.
When I did every tour that I do, I try to pick a venue that's, if it's just me solo touring with no opener or anything, I'll pick a venue that's like 50, 60 seaters.
Yeah.
If I have a partner that I'm touring with or I have a local opener, I'll pick like 120. But I know what I can feasibly sell without being like wanting to pull my hair out. And also you want to have a good show, you want it to feel full. Even if it's 20 people, you want a packed, the bodies are what give you energy as a comic. So when I decided I wanted to start a Vegas show, I blindly reached out to the Artisan. I was looking for a space that was pretty intimate. And I was looking for a place that wasn't like a mainstream casino or on the strip, because I knew there's just too much shit to do in Vegas. Like, you can't gonna be like, come to my show. There's like 5,000 comedy clubs. So it needed to be done differently. So blindly emailed the Artisan, and Chris, the GM here, randomly, he helped open the American Comedy Company in San Diego, one of the biggest comedy clubs in San Diego.
So he struck a nerve.
I did, and he was like, I've been looking to do something in our space, and I was like, he's like, you know, what do you think you can pull off? And I was like, well, I don't fucking know. I live in LA. I'm gonna be coming out here every week from Los Angeles. I have no idea.
And you picked like maybe the hardest night possible.
Mondays.
I would think Monday night.
I like picking hard nights. My other show in LA, Boss Comedy, we're about to expand to 3 other cities, but that one's on Sundays at 10 p.m. and we've been selling out.
Wow.
It's once a month though, it's not weekly. Once a month is a little bit easier to pull off than weekly. Weekly is hard.
Yeah.
But we knew with a space like this, it was like we have to focus on getting locals to want to come out to a weekly something. Yeah. And then I also have a lot of friends that work in service, you know, whatever that is, hair, bartending, whatever.
And they need something to do, and
yeah,
and I think it's good that it's maybe off the beaten path, like it makes it easier for them.
And I did research on this place, and it's very reminiscent. A lot of the bar staff in Vegas, this used to be after hours spot for them.
I know.
So
yeah.
to me, I was like, because I started comedy in Chicago. I have a lot of friends that bartend in Chicago. Whenever I go back to Chicago, I still like to go to these certain hotels that we used to after party at.
Yeah.
Because it's like fun memories for me. We'll be like at the rooftop, and be like,
I didn't know you were even allowed in here before 4 a.m.
No, I know.
Until you came.
It's way more chill now from what I can tell from what it used to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, I wanted to expand the name of my podcast, which is Future Role Model. So this show is Future Role Models Live. And just, you know, at least start getting that name out there. And yeah, it's a lot of work.
Did you consider doing the show right here in this chapel just because it would be so wrong?
Oh my God, we did one.
I feel like you've got the seating, here's the stage.
I didn't even realize this chapel was a thing. And then Halloween weekend, I was like, Chris, why don't we do the show in the chapel? And they also had an option for like a partial buyout in the bar.
Yep.
I was like, well, of course, take the fucking buyout.
Sure.
Let's do the spooky chapel for Halloween. It's perfect. It was packed in here.
I bet.
And people loved it.
There's something cool
about
it.
And so part of me is like, well, maybe we should start doing the show in the chapel.
Yeah. Or maybe like a special extra naughty.
Extra editions.
Yeah, midnight chapel show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but the only thing is, you know, people have to get up and go get drinks because the bar is over there. So It's always logistical. But yeah, so we're just, you know, we have this until
Maybe
December.
Have a guy dress up as Jesus right here in the corner and serve the drinks and
just have him stand there the whole time, like not even acknowledge the fact that he's on stage.
Right? Yeah, just do all the wrong things.
Yeah, there was some definite. I debuted a new joke in here that night and it crushed. I'm like, this place is good luck for me.
Is it when you're in a room like, not this, but where you do the actual show, if you've got half a house, which I'm sure has probably happened on a Monday night, is it hard to gauge whether it's the material or just the lack of energy? Like, how do you know if there's 40 people in the room? How do you know if it's you or just lack of...
I don't know. I mean, we get good at reading that over time. I mean, this 2020 will be my 10th year of stand-up. So, I mean, like, for example, when I debuted that the joke I'm referencing is me talking shit about babies. And it's a joke that goes on and on and on. I wrote it in a car with a bunch of my friends. Halloween weekend, before coming to do the show, I was on mushrooms. I was laughing my fucking ass off to the point of screaming. I was in a car with my friends screaming, laughing at this idea. I had to write it all down on my phone with my eyes all like mushroomy. And I came and debuted it here and it crushed. And I was like, all right. I knew it was, you have to be able to separate a couple of things here, because there's plenty of times that you're on like mushrooms or you're drunk and you think something's funny and you have to remind yourself that you're just in that state of mind.
Right.
But if something is so funny, you can't stop tagging it with your friends. I'm like, oh, there's something here. So I debuted it And then I took it on the road for the AFE tour in Spain and Italy. Crushed everywhere, right? Last night at our show in LA, a comic who's pretty new was on stage before me, and he ran the light by 12 minutes. And that's a long fucking time.
Explain on the light.
So when you get a light, you have like a minute, maybe 2 minutes to wrap your set. When you run the light, you're a dick. You're a dick. Because usually the reason people run the light is because they think that they're above it, or they don't think they went out on a big enough laugh and they're trying to find a bigger laugh. But if you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that within like another minute. It usually takes like 5 more minutes to do that. So you're just a dick. Not as a person, but as as an artist and whatever. So this guy ran the light by like 12 minutes. Pretty newer comic. So he didn't run the light doing anything good. He was like fishing for material. Totally smashed the room. Like the guy before him brought the room up so big. He was in from New York, one of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever seen. And then this guy gets on, runs the light, totally blankets the room. Oh. So I had to get on stage and recover. So it took me half my set to get the room almost back to where it was to start. So yeah, and then I tried the joke, didn't work at all. Oh. So then I knew it wasn't me.
Right.
It was the room, it was the situation.
That fucker that ran the light. Fuck him.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. I mean, that's what sucks about it. Is that usually, people are nice people. Did you just give him a little talking to? No, no? Find the right time. He knows. I never do it when I'm heated in the moment because you don't want to just, you don't want to corner people when you're fresh off the stage. Right. What the fuck was that, bro? So from here, where's your next? Do you go back out on the road? No. Well, I have a stint in San Francisco next week. And then I have 4 more shows left here in Vegas before the end of the year. All right. And then usually I go home to Wisconsin and Chicagoland over the holidays and do like a bunch of shows and like mini tours. Mm-hmm. And this year I was like, yeah, I'm fucking tired. And so after December 16th, I'm not doing another show until January 3rd. All right. Mm-hmm. So better get out to the Artisan. Vegas junkies, come out to the Artisan. Get out. Thank you so much. I know you got a show to do, so we're gonna let you go. You go do your thing. Thank you so much. All right. I'm glad. NPH Comedy. Yes. Hey guys, we got a crazy show. This is not the normal podcast this week, so it's a little crazy. We were on the street, we were on the strip, giving stuff away. We went on location to the Artisan Hotel to sit down with NPH Comedy, Natasha over there, and then we had Ricardo Laguna on the show too. So get ready. This is going to be a good one. Testing my voice, people. I'm just testing my voice. Vegas junkies, are we ready to rock? We're ready. We're ready. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Live with Ricardo Laguna. Hola chicos, chicas. Oh, español. Un poquito. Did you like my? Soy bilingüe. I gave you a little Spanish the other day. I know it's coming. On the phone. Yeah, I'm impressed. Where are you getting? Junior high Spanish and high school Spanish and college, and then literally all I can say is what I said to you, which was el lápiz es amarillo. Yeah, yellow. Yeah. The pencil is yellow. Is that the only day you showed up? That's all I got. I think it's gonna come in handy. One day at the club, one day at the bar, right, or in college. Right. Yeah. Like if I go back to school, just to inform people, like the pencil is yellow. Yeah. Because you can't tell because it's not bright enough on a white piece of paper. But it was fun listening to that little conversation on the phone. Yeah. So at least it provided some entertainment for us. What can I say? You grew up speaking both language, like as a young kid? I grew up in Mexico until I was 13. Wow. If you ask me, the worst age to get another transition to a different language is 13, because I was barely trying to master Spanish. And now you throw a fastball and you have to learn English. So now I'm like halfway. I'm not good at Spanish nor in English. And I just hope that people can understand me. Well, it seems like you're getting by pretty well, so I think you're okay. You're okay.
Now you're all dressed up. I know you squeezed us in tonight because you're headed over to Mandalay Bay for something cool tonight.
Actually, it's Palm's Place.
Palm's Place.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm all over the
you
place.
lied to me. I thought.
I think I might have told you, but
okay.
I wait for
Got
my
a lot
phone
going
to.
on.
You didn't want me to stalk you, just in case. You're like, well, let me just tell you.
Figure me out.
Yeah, let me tell you the wrong place I'm going.
And then you just showed up.
Yeah.
And be like, where is he? Gotcha.
So,
no, excited. Manny Pack is going to be here in Las Vegas doing a fundraiser, and I'm part of the special guest.
that's awesome.
Yeah, giving one of my helmets away, so hopefully it sells for high
cool.
top value.
Yep.
I know one of them right now is the Planet Hollywood restaurant.
Yep.
Because when I got told I was going to be there, I went to Planet Hollywood, and I was like, where am I supposed to go? Wrong casino.
Okay,
Planet
it
Hollywood
happens.
restaurant.
But they have my helmet there, and it sold for a couple $1,000s. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Now, do you know Manny personally? Have you met him before? Or?
I met him briefly. I think this is gonna be the time. Like now, it's gonna be more of a bonding
Right.
thing.
You'll do the shake and the whole thing? Like
Yeah,
the,
shake and bake.
The bro shake?
Yeah. I watched that movie, prepared just so I can perform that tonight.
I love it.
And what's the fundraiser for exactly?
He has a charity himself, so everything goes to his charity foundation.
He's a busy guy. You're a busy guy.
I mean, I still got time to sleep, so I'm not that busy. I always tell my publicist, if I have time to sleep, your job's in jeopardy.
You
Alyssa, you listening?
Oh, is Alyssa your publicist?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was just gonna say you have the best publicist ever. Shout out to Alyssa for sure, because I see you at every cool thing. You're at every cool. Well, I'm not
Always
there because
there.
I don't have a publicist, but I
I'm
see.
telling you the wrong
He's
places.
stalking you on Instagram.
Yeah,
I see
no,
on
maybe not in real life,
Instagram.
but on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram, you're always at like really cool stuff, and then you do a lot of really nice like daytime activities or things like for the community and stuff. I
Indeed,
see like
indeed.
you go to different schools.
I'm actually the #1 requested guest speaker for the Clark County School Payback Program. Yeah, so basically it's a program where they invite different people that they have something in their industry, and they can come and talk to the kids, tell their story, to hopefully pick those 2 cents, and they can, apply it to their lifestyle and be very successful as those have been.
Awesome. Good for you.
If you guys ever want to come out, please.
Yeah.
I know the people.
I know you bring our buddy Julian Marquez with you
did.
sometimes.
Yeah, he gets nervous. I'm like,
I
dude,
was
it's just talking
just
to kids.
Well, I would be nervous too because I was just going to ask you: do you prepare what you're going to say to them? Like kids are scary. Like I don't know what.
Yeah,
what
they're
do you?
scared of me. But I
how do
wouldn't
you-
expect Julian to get nervous. He did.
Right.
I mean,
I think he'd be good at it though.
no, he did great. He did great. Don't get me wrong.
He'll get
He
comfortable
did
and
great.
he'll be awesome.
Yeah, but I get it. I mean, high school kids,
Kids, they stare at you like this.
Right.
or they think that it's like you're a joke. You ride little kids' bikes and you're almost 40 years old. Get your act together. But you always get just that one kid that after you left, they hit you up through social media, or right before you leave, they like you really made that impact. And for me, that's enough for me to keep doing it. I mean, I have one kid that met me at a BMX show, got a free helmet, wore it for like 5 years, asked me if he can come to my house. I was like, all right, man, you're good enough, because my house is a little gnarly too to get any like intermediate people. So he started getting better. I was like, hey man, you're good enough to do shows. So now he's making a livelihood with me doing BMX shows.
That is awesome. Explain that for the people. I've been to your house, so I know what you're talking about. But tell the Pint Sized Warrior
I
here
saw a video.
and
of
everyone
your
else
backyard looks-
what is going on in your backyard.
So RL's
What about
backyard is probably the easiest way if you guys want to check out on social media, see the photos, videos, and the madness that goes on. I'm just got done doing a 360 video for VR. It's gonna be the next thing. I'm super excited, so now I'm jumping the gun here.
Yeah.
But I basically have the Bentleys of ramps. So I have the top layer of the ramps is made out of 10,000 pieces of paper compressed into a 3/8 sheet, and it's just super like smooth, super fast. It's supposed to last.
And you made it, right?
Yeah, I built them all with
You
this
made
2
it
hands.
yourself?
Yeah. Crazy to say, I built
I didn't know
Stevie
that.
Aoki.
When
Yeah.
I said, what?
Yeah, Stevie Aoki hired me to build them ramps. Last year, 2 years ago, I got hired to go to Dubai to build ramps. So it's becoming like a side hustle without trying a side hustle.
Right.
That's
And so
really
have
cool.
you seen Steve ride or like is he
I mean, it's skateboards.
Oh, skateboards. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
when I built them, like when I went up to him, I was like, "Do you want me to build you a punk, an extension, this and that?" I was like, "It's just a mini half pipe." I was like, "Okay, I mean, it's not gonna cost you extra." Mini half pipe. Like, okay. Which, by the way, I need to hit him back up because he has the deepest pool in the whole city of Henderson, because it's 3-story high and you can jump off the 3rd floor and dive into it.
And you want to do that?
And I told him the only reason I would do this job besides getting paid for it, I had to be allowed to come with my bike, do a backflip into his pool. And he said I signed waivers and talked to his people, and
Really?
that has yet to happen.
I want to be there
That's
when
gonna
that
be a really
happens,
cool
though.
video.
Well, it's gonna happen. That's
Make
all
it
I have to
happen.
say. Yeah.
And will you be on the bike when it goes
Yeah.
into the pool?
It's kind of like lake
Or,
jumping.
but do you separate?
No, you stay on.
You stay on?
Yeah.
Man.
So, like back in the day, it's called lake jumping. You would put a ramp, and then the deepest part of the lake, you would jump, try to learn a trick.
Right.
Would hurt when you mess up.
We call it crashing, but yeah.
Exactly.
I think it would hurt when you did it right.
Yeah, it was really painful. Thank God technology caught on, and now we have foam pits.
Okay.
So it's kind of like taking a lake jump to, I don't know, 3 stories, if I was to guess, 36 feet, and 12 feet a pop.
Do you get nervous about any of this stuff anymore,
I mean,
or
I'd
no?
be lying
It's just
to you if I not get nervous. Of
Okay.
course I get nervous,
But you
but
love
it's
it.
a good nervous. So it's always hard for me to explain to someone. It's like, I'm nervous, I've done it over and over, or if I'm
Right.
about to learn it, I kind of already visualize it. So you just have to overcome that and don't let it get to you.
it's like how a fighter feels walking into the cage, probably, right?
I
Like just
can
that
relate.
Same kind of.
I can relate, but I'm a lover, so I can just relate.
What would it take for you to just jump off the roof into
No
the pool?
chance. No way.
You know, I have a
Calls himself
friend.
an action junkie.
I know. So I'm gonna bring you down
Okay.
to hopefully pick you back up.
Man.
My friend, he's a director for a hospital here. He's a good friend of Stevie Aoki.
Okay.
He jumped off, and he claims that he's not an athlete. He's over 40 years old. I think a couple kids.
Jumped off into the pool.
Yeah, so
and it's
he
how
did
many
it.
feet?
Just a jump.
I'm assuming he has high vaulted ceilings. Traditionally, they're 8 to 12, so I'm sure because his house is a mansion.
I've heard his
So it's
house is insane.
12 times 3, my math is correct, is 36 feet.
36 feet. That's high,
Into
man.
a 20
That's
some odd feet.
3.5 basketball.
I've done it pretty high
Hoops.
at the lake. Pretty
Yeah,
high off.
you're off
Scary,
the
but
team.
it's
She
fun.
just been recruited.
Yeah, I'll video her.
I'll do
Yeah.
it. I'll jump off the roof. Not
All
off
right.
the bike, but off the roof.
All right, there you go. Let's
All
make
right.
this happen.
That's
For the
verbally
Sit back.
binding.
You can sit
Yes.
back and watch.
Pint Sized Warrior is going to leap off
I'm in.
36 feet.
I love it.
So,
Yeah, I
Now
can't
the
do
real
it.
question is what you do with the bike.
no.
Seems dangerous on a bike. Seems
Yeah, I
dangerous
know.
regardless, but on a
I'm
bike,
gonna
'cause
cut it right
when you
there
hit
now.
the water, like, does it go, does the whole bike,
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like,
you've never done anything like this before,
I
right?
haven't done this in, God, 20 odd years.
Okay.
I've been riding bikes for this is my 25th year.
Wow.
So things have changed. And back then we would put like soda pop bottles. They were empty, so then it float. I remember sometimes you can only imagine the impact or me hitting what. It wasn't pleasant, but it helped me the learning curve turning the backwards.
And how long have you lived in Vegas?
25 years.
A long, wow.
1995. So yeah, I'm going into my 25th year.
And the house that I was at, you've
I've
had
been
for how
11
long?
years.
11 years.
Yeah, and then at my parents' house, which have yet to be, my house is actually the mini size.
Oh.
That's half an acre. I have my parents' house, I have a full acre. For those of you that want to have a peek, it looks like that.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
kind of like that.
Yeah, there it is.
So it's a full acre. That one has a foam pit, mini ramp, and every possible dirt jump you can ever think of. So I don't have an excuse why I'm not winning contests.
And that's at their house.
Yeah, I'm like 3 miles away.
I want
And
to see this.
did they?
I
when
have
you-
spare helmets, spare
I
bikes.
didn't say I want to do it. I
He's
just want
got,
to see it.
he's got a lot of bikes in the
And-
garage. I saw. There's all
I
kinds
have a
of bikes.
fetish for
and-
bikes. No, I'm just kidding.
When you first got into this, did your parents think you were crazy?
They worried about
Yeah, of course, especially because I came from a traditional Hispanic family where I made my first $20 when I was 8 years old. I used to play Pee Wee All-Star. I was in the Pee Wee All-Star League for baseball.
Yep.
And we were down by 6 runs or so. And my coach said if I hit the grand slam, because bases were loaded,
Yep.
he was going to pay me $20. I did it, and we didn't win the game. So
Oh.
it's a bummer. That's probably why I don't like team sports and I love BMX. If I ever mess up, who do I need to blame? That
all
guy
on
right
you.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
When you do mess up, are you able to shake it off quick, or do you just like between meets
so in the BMX world, a lot of people call me cheater, sellout, whatever, because my house are, as I said, they're like the Bentleys or ramps. The landings are cushioned. they're known as resi jumps. So that's where I do myself over and over and over. And whenever I fall, it's literally slide or it has a cushion, it'll break the fall, so it doesn't hurt. And whenever there's contests or like the real that you do it on the dirt jumps. So a lot of people is like, it doesn't count because it's on resi. But I'm just trying to, you know, save the body because falls are gonna come.
You've been able to do it for so long,
Being
probably.
smart about it.
Yeah. I'm a dinosaur in my sport. 37 years young. Jeez.
Are you looked at as a dinosaur?
I am.
To them? Like, what are most kids like? Are most of them like 18 to 20 kind of thing?
Last year I did a contest. I got second place. I was the first loser. The kid that beat me, I can literally be his dad. I don't think it's funny. I don't know why he's laughing, by the way.
It doesn't look
He's
like
still
that's
laughing.
possible, but you look under 30 for sure.
Well, I mean, I'll
You look
take
great.
that.
You look
But
great.
thank
Yeah,
you.
you do look under 30 for sure.
It's keeping you young.
You know, those damn kids give me gray hairs, though, I think.
Now, do they hate on you or do they look up to you?
I think they just make fun of me because I know it's gonna sound weird. I have brakes on my bike and my seat is really high because crazy to say the seat is used for certain tricks, and I wear pads. In action sports for BMX, it's not cool to do that.
Really? Wait, I never knew that. So most people
No
don't
brakes.
wear pads?
It's not cool to protect yourself.
Yeah, and no brakes? Do they wear helmets?
Most of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
no.
they don't. I hate talking about it because I'm the guy that pushes bike safety. So that's why, like, the kids are starting, they look up to me. I'm gone.
Right.
But the people that are in the industry is like, this joker is wearing pads, portable foam pit with a helmet and brakes on his bike. What is he thinking?
I like that
Oh,
you
you
don't
get-
care though, and you
no,
do
not
it.
at all. Yeah, I do my own thing.
Good.
Wow, I never realized that there's no brakes on those bikes. That's
Yeah.
Why not?
So, fun fact, for a bike company, by law, they have to sell them with brakes, but they're not functioning brakes. You can literally, once you buy, you just pull them off and they're never there.
So what do they do? How do they?
They think that brakes get on your way and it slows you down. I'm like, yeah, it slows you down when you mess up.
right.
It slows you
Nah,
down
don't
when
pull
you
the brakes.
when you need it.
But that's just my theory. Hey, more power to them.
Kids.
It makes my life a lot easier having my pads and my brakes.
Sure.
And I love it when the kids are like, oh, I just took out my brakes. I don't want to try that trick because it's a little crazy with no brakes.
You're like, well,
Then
you
why
could
do you
try
take
it
it
if
off?
you had the brakes.
I don't know. I leave it to them.
And do they
I don't judge.
Do they hate on you on social media?
I have a hater fan.
Really?
Yeah. It's Ricardo _ Laguna.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I have a couple friends.
You have the best outlook about it though. Like,
He's just like, yeah,
hey,
that's what it is.
I forget what's the theory. If they're not hating, if you don't have haters, you ain't doing it right or something like that.
Right.
I guess
Doing
I'm
it
doing
right.
something decent. So please, I would like to see more out there. Sometimes I'm disappointed because when the story disappears,
Yeah.
and like some of my friends, you saw how they were making fun of you. I'm like, really? Darn, I missed it.
Do you ever respond like on Instagram to any of the haters, or
Nah, I won't lower myself down to them.
you just tune them out?
Yeah, but I like to see it because right now there's one guy that he's from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Every video I do take a lot of shirtless photos. I don't know why. It's hot in Vegas. That's my excuse.
Hey, I'd be
Mine
shirtless
too.
24/7 if I was looking like you. 24/7, Ricardo. I wouldn't be wearing shirts.
Well, I do it with no shame to the game. And he does the worst graphic design to Photoshop his face in all his photos. So there's a lot of photos of me with his face. So he's hilarious.
Yeah,
And then he makes fun of me on top of that.
that's crazy.
John
I
might
love
start
it.
doing
Yeah, I
that.
might start doing that
But not
actually
make fun of
because
you.
yeah,
Go
if I get a
Just
little
the Photoshop
tan,
part.
I could
That's
pull it
Ty's
off.
next job.
He
Yeah.
actually made it a point to say that he gained a couple followers and likes after a couple photos. He made fun of me and tagged me. So, whatever. More
Yeah.
power to him.
It's like you said though, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're bringing out some of the
They're
haters.
wasting their time focusing on you. So like,
When are your next competitions?
So crazy to say, my season just ended.
Okay.
3 weeks ago, I had the USA BMX Championship. In first year that I didn't lose a race. Out of
You didn't lose a race?
Not a single race.
wow.
36 races, flawless season.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it's crazy because there's this guy that writes for mangas. They're like, he wants to beat, he wants to break, because everybody knows, because you have to keep up with the stats. And I guess I got lucky.
Wow, Oh, good for you.
I don't
So I
know
got
if
told
that's
once.
luck. Yeah.
That's where I'm going with it. So I once got told, it's like, you're lucky. And I was like, I'm not lucky.
I work really hard.
Yeah. And then she goes like, do you know the definition of lucky? And I was like, I don't know. No. And then she goes like, she wrote it up like something. And my Spanglish kicked in. I was like, no te entiendo. So then she was like, let me explain to you. And I'm like, all right. There's 3 people. There's $1 on the floor. First person walks by, didn't see the dollar. Not lucky. Second person walks by, sees the dollar. Too busy. Got more money. $1 is not worth his time. Bending down is too much work. Not lucky. Third person walks by, sees the dollar, stops from whatever he's doing, executes, bending down. You might think it's nothing, but it's just work. Picks it up, puts it in his pocket. Lucky person. He was at the right place, willing to do what he had to do to earn that. So that's, I like to be like, I am maybe lucky. Because I've been in the right place, I did the homework, executed when they called my name.
All right, I like it.
Motivation Monday.
Motivation Monday. Yeah, there you go. We gotta take that one. We gotta cut that one out for that. Yeah, that was good. And then, so when does your season start next year?
January 5th or 8th. I can't remember. But I'm hoping it's not gonna conflict with my 16th or 17th. I team up with Land Rover. I do a helmet giveaway. I build a miniature skate park. I hire at 9, well now he's 11. He's turning 11 then. His dad had to start a bank account. Scooter kid, because he's making money doing shows with me. So the idea is, people can come out, I don't care what sport you do. You come out, get a free helmet. We want the parents to get a free helmet, because the kids see their parents wearing a helmet. They think it's gonna be cool. They see us riding and doing the tricks, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, if he's wearing a helmet, I'm planning that scene at a young age, so he's gonna wear it.
Yeah.
And they get to meet us, or hopefully have the story like Jonathan, the kid that now I hire him to do shows with me.
That's great.
So, yeah, and up to date, past 3 years, all 1,000 helmets going, all of them, one stop.
Wow.
So first come, serve. So I wish I had a date, but I'm working with Land Rover.
And that's at Land Rover over off the 215,
Yep.
that one? Yeah.
Yep.
So near the Porsche dealership
Right next to
that I
Porsche.
drooled when I drive by.
Or
Which you
Subaru
know
for
very
me,
well.
because
Okay.
Subaru is more of my cup of tea.
Nice. Well, man, thank you so much for stopping by today. I know you got to run to
The
to
palms,
go see
now that I'm
Manny.
making it public.
Yeah.
He's following me now. Don't worry.
Say what time, what day this is.
Yeah.
No, it's an honor. Thanks for having me. It was fun, and I love talking with you guys.
I like it. We'll do it
I
again.
guess, I have to come back next week, because I might
You
have more
have to.
updates.
I feel like you
yeah.
have so much more to say.
Yeah.
And please come to our charity event that we're doing
December
here,
6th?
here at the Tropicana, December 19th.
19th,
I will send
gotcha.
you I will send you the VIP invite.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So
All
that's
right.
it. It's
maybe,
official.
Maybe we can auction off.
Bike, helmet, whatever.
Yeah, let's do
Jersey.
it.
Yes,
Would
yes.
love it.
Done.
All right. Ricardo Laguna, everybody.